So let's talk about infrastructure.
Okay.
You have co-sponsored legislation for infrastructure investment, and it's important to have bipartisan support. Everyone has been saying that, including the House Speaker said he's not going to do this until there's bipartisan support.
Definitely.
So it didn't pass this year again, but where does that leave the issue at this point?
The governor's advocated for that. We need it, so we're going to keep pushing coming up next year with the budget and everything. And the work group we put together back in what was it, 18, I think. We came up with this good plan and filed it in the 18 session. Then we did some tweaks to it this past year and filed it again in the 19 session. But it's kind of late when we filed it, and it just kind of died with everything else going on. 525 bills in the House, that's a lot for a 30-day session.
But with this infrastructure investment, if something doesn't get done, then obviously the state is already going to lose money because it wasn't done in the 2019 session. So where does it put Kentucky if we don't get this done?
Like everything else, last almost. That's the truth at the end of the day, where I always seem like we're last. So hopefully we can have the courage to do something this coming up session and start improving our roads and infrastructure.
What do you think would be the best solution for this issue? Obviously, there's a lot of things floating around, including additional fees on certain things, or increasing the gas tax. So what would you like to see out of a bill?
Definitely, because with that work group, we looked at those fees. They haven't been increased since the 60s, so they need to increase. And then going forward, maybe looking at miles traveled type of scenario calculation instead of just a flat tax on the wholesale price of gas.
And Sal Santoro has always made the point, the key sponsor of the bill, he's always made the point that the gas tax is actually the only consumer fee that taxpayers pay. And so what do you want people to understand about the issue? Because a lot of times people get a little upset when you start talking about raising their gas tax or raising any of their taxes.
Definitely. I look at it as a user fee. If you want nice roads to drive on, keep your vehicles safe and keep your family safe, it's part of cost of doing business.
So you don't think there will be a special session or anything on that issue this year?
Not on that, I don't think. On the pensions, I hope so, but I'm not for sure.